For decades, US laws and policies have shaped the fate of Caribbean nations, often without our consent, and rarely in our best interest. From trade deals that dictate our markets, to immigration restrictions that split families, to tariffs that threaten our economies, Washington's pen has been as powerful in the region as any navy. The Caribbean Basin Economic Recovery Act and the Caribbean Basin Trade Partnership Act promised prosperity through duty-free exports to the US. But here's the catch. When America shifts its priorities, the Caribbean pays the price. Case in point. In 2025, new Liberation Day tariffs slapped an extra 10% on imports from nearly every country, including CARICOM nations. Guyana hit even harder, up to 38%. Overnight, goods became more expensive, profits shrank, and regional economies took another hit. Then there's immigration. The US has hinted at sweeping travel bans targeting countries with citizenship by investment programs like St. Kitts, Antigua, Dominica, and Grenada, citing security concerns. Translation: they can shut our doors whenever they choose, and there's nothing we can do about it. And when it comes to mass deportations, Caribbean families live under constant threat, losing breadwinners, disrupting communities, cutting off the flow of remittances that keep many households afloat. Even in healthcare, US policy reaches deep. Washington has labeled Cuban medical missions as forced labor, pressuring Caribbean nations to cut ties with doctors that save lives in rural communities. Why? Because our partnerships threaten US influence in its backyard. The truth is, we've been here before. Colonialism never ended, it just changed uniforms. Our economies, still tied to former colonizers and now the United States, remain vulnerable to their politics, elections, and interests. And yet, something is shifting. Across the region, leaders are starting to look towards Africa. Trinidad and Tobago under Dr. Keith Rowley has been forging ties for years. But suddenly, since Donald Trump returned to power, there's a rush. It's as if only after being mistreated by the West did many realize Africa has always been a natural ally, and while the timing may feel late, better late than never. The African continent is booming, in population, in resources, in tech innovation. Our shared history, culture, and struggles give us a foundation to build something new. But this cannot just be symbolic handshakes at summits. It must mean direct shipping routes, joint investment funds, cultural and educational exchanges, technology and manufacturing partnerships, and a unified trade bloc that negotiates from strength, not desperation. This is where Caribbean vanguards must rise. Not the political elite who wait for permission from Washington or London, but the grassroots leaders, business owners, and innovators ready to seize the moment. We must build regional industries that don't collapse when foreign tariffs rise. Use Africa as a partner to develop technology, not just import it. Own our shipping, our banks, our narrative, because as long as we depend on the West for survival, they will always have the handle, while we hold the blade. US laws will keep changing. Elections will bring new faces, but the same control. It's time for the Afro-Caribbean to decide. Will we keep waiting for better treatment, or will we take our destiny in our own hands? The bridges to Africa are being built. The question is, will we walk across or watch from the shore? For the Caribbean to rise, the answer is not in the West. The answer is in us.